Welcome to the Learning Matters training video for the Star Teacher Toolbox. Today we are going to learn about lattice multiplication. Lattice multiplication is an alternative method to traditional long multiplication. Lattice means structure. So as the name indicates, lattice multiplication involves using a predefined structure to multiply two numbers. First, let us see the components of the activity kit. The activity materials are in this kit. Let us see what they are. First, there are 15 laminated lattice multiplication templates. These can be used to multiply 2 or 3 digit numbers. Then we have a pack of sketch pens that you can use to write on the laminated templates. Any such writing can be erased using a cloth or a sponge. If required, you can take photocopies of the laminated sheets and give them to the students. Finally, as with all other activities, we have an instruction manual which explains with examples how this activity is to be performed. It also contains activity extensions which you can use to perform this activity for classes of higher grades, or you can use to do different kinds of activities using this same lattice multiplication template. In the laminated sheet, you will find 3 boxes to the top and to the right of the grid. These will be used to write the multiplicand and the multiplier. For example, to multiply say 234 and 623. Okay, we write the multiplier and the multiplicand like this. Okay, the grid can then be used to do the calculations. For example, say 4 into 6 is 24, so write the 2 here and the 4 here. Okay, in this manner you will fill in the entire grid, right? And after all the grids are filled, we will be adding the numbers diagonally. Okay, and the addition, the sum of the numbers will be written in the oval, the units digit will be written in these ovals, and the remainders will be written in the white circles that you find on top here. Okay, so the final answer, the product, will be in these oval figures, in these oval shapes. Okay, this will be the final product. Now, after the students have completed each problem, solve the problem on the board or have one of the students do it for you on the board, and then after all the students have corrected the problem, let them erase whatever they have written from the sheet so that the sheet can be reused for new problems. Now, as I mentioned before, it is quite simple. I'm just using an ordinary piece of tissue paper here. You can use a cloth or a sponge depending on your convenience, and this can be reused. Let us look at the benefits of this lattice multiplication. In the first place, this will help the students to gain mathematical fluency. In essence, they'll be able to do any kinds of multiplication problems faster and more accurately. In addition, it will help make the concept clear in their minds. Secondly, if a student is unable to follow the traditional long method of multiplication, this helps them to work on this faster because they already have a structure in place. The lattice structure is already in place, and all they have to do is follow the template. Now let us look at the extensions that are already mentioned, as I said before, in the instruction manual. In the first place, to familiarize students with the lattice multiplication structure, you can create puzzles for them by filling in all the grids and omitting only a few of the digits in the grid. And the students will then go ahead and fill in the gaps. So this will help them to gain clarity about how this structure is used. Secondly, another thing that you can do is to prepare a lattice multiplication grid and fill in all the details except for the multiplicand and the multiplier. So the students will be working backwards to find out what those two numbers are. And all these and other extensions are mentioned in the clearly mentioned in the instruction manual, as you can see here. We hope you have enjoyed watching this video and it was instructional to you. Please conduct this activity in your classroom and feel free to send us your comments and suggestions at this email ID given here. You can also call us at this number.